Hello, Andrew and Dean. I'm Captain Brett, and I work with a team of people at victoryoverheartfailure.com. We work with Christian men who are experiencing heart failure or other life-threatening illnesses, and we help them to optimize their health, maximize their opportunities, and prepare to fulfill the divine destiny that God has created for each and every one. One of the programs that we use is called Exercise Your Faith, that we have developed a fitness program for the body, mind, and spirit. And I want to talk about some of the things that we believe would help us to be a good fit to help you with what you're looking for in the way of a sales development representative. My wife and I have been involved in many business ventures and projects over the years, and some of the things that we've done and designed that have contributed to our sales experience include something we'll go back as far as the 90s. We had 4 children that were born to us, and we homeschooled them all. And in 1990, we moved to Puerto Rico. And when we moved there, unlike here in Georgia, we couldn't find anybody that was homeschooling. There were no resources available. So we began to develop that. We began to write things. We rewrote music, recorded music. I started a radio program on the local WBMJ radio station about homeschooling, and we developed some contacts and put together a curriculum fair that we did a couple of times on the island. And so all of this contributed to our sales. Out of that, we started a company called the Homeschool Advantage, where we sold curriculum materials for homeschoolers. We also got involved in filmmaking and video production, which led to several things. I was an air traffic controller with the Federal Aviation Administration, and I learned to do programming. So we also wrote a software program called the Digital Tutor, and built a website and some sales around that. This also led us into more getting involved in video production. We started in 2005 when we had come back to the state of Georgia. We started the Georgia Christian Film Festival. We hosted the first one of those in 2005, and we were able to have a lot of contacts in the up and coming independent Christian film movement. A lot of homeschoolers were learning how to make films. We provided them with an opportunity to show those films. And so we then moved on to produce a television show called Captain Brett's Christian Movie Show, which was featured on the Faith Television Network nationwide and Sky Angel internationally, and met a lot of people, got a lot of good training in that process. We also had at one time, about that time, we began to adopt children. We eventually adopted 8 children from orphanages around the world for a total of 12 children. And we had 5 boys that I wanted to be sure that I provided them a way to earn a good living and to work for themselves, to work together. We started a company called A Quiet Life Contracting. I taught all of my boys how to do heating and air conditioning work. And there was a lot of sales involved in that. We did carpentry work and other types of construction work. So all of this was a part of getting us to where we are now. And so I particularly, when I found KBA, KBA has become a very influential part of my life. And I met Tamara down in Jacksonville several years ago when she was speaking at a church down there, and she prayed for me, and some wonderful things happened. And so that was how I first met her. And then when I found out years later that she was doing the Kingdom Builders Academy, I signed up. Subsequently, I had heart failure, and my heart completely quit last year. But Thanksgiving, I got a heart transplant. God gave me a new heart, and so now I'm back involved with KBA again. Now that I've recovered from that heart transplant, and so some of the things that I think that I can bring to the table for KBA is one thing is this kind of a rich experience that I've had with KBA, and also particularly dealing with this upcoming event that is going to be promoting the new degree program. I have been following the work of John Bevere for decades. Back in the 90s, I went to a live presentation with John Bevere where he was presenting his Bait of Satan workshop, and subsequently have his works have been a real influence on my life. So I can share with people my personal experiences with the work of John Bevere. Also, I've had a lot of experience with the communication. I love to talk to people. I really don't meet a stranger, because I can talk to people of high station, low station, whether they're wealthy, whether they're poor, educated, uneducated. I don't care, because I see myself as a servant of Christ, and he who would be the greatest must be the servant of all. So I want to be a servant to everyone that I meet. And I know that every person that I meet, they are created in the image of God, and there is something in their life that's beautiful and that is amazing, that's noble, and that I want to get from them. I want to bring out the best in them. And so I think that I would not only enjoy doing this work to promote the program with KBA, but I think that other people would enjoy talking to me about it as well. When it comes to impact, every time that I see a cluster of grapes on a grapevine, I remember that every fiber of that grapevine works together, whether it be the roots that are bringing the water and the nutrients up out of the soil, or if it's the leaves that are soaking up the sunlight and absorbing the CO2 and undergoing photosynthesis to create the food for the plant, or the fibers that are carrying these things, the flower that gives the actual birth to the fruit. Every part of that grapevine shares in the beauty of that delicious fruit, and every part of it is necessary. And so in the same way, every time that I help someone to connect to their divine destiny, then I participate in the impact that they have for the kingdom of God. So I'm looking forward to this new KBA project, and I am looking forward to hearing from KBA on what steps my team and I can do to help move this thing forward and see where it goes for the kingdom. Thank you.